Oh, hi.
Hey.
And welcome to, say it?
Shneeb Reviews.
Shneeb Reviews. Today we've broken into a movie theater to discuss...
Yeah, basically.
What are we...
Today we're discussing Justice League Snyder Cut.
Justice League Snyder Cut.
Yes. No more Joss Whedon.
We're gluten-free.
Yeah.
Alright, so we're going to need a quick synopsis of the film.
But before we begin that, let me tell you about our sponsor, Raid Shadow Legend, an all-new platform with multi-surface gaming consoles. Yes.
Use code Shneeb when you make your account, and
For
we will receive
50% off.
money. You will receive 10,000 free gold when you use code Shneeb when you create your account.
And you'll get a crazy battle axe, you know.
And a rare legendary
LaCroix.
guy.
Alright, on to the review. Tanner, give us a quick synopsis of the film.
Basically, all of the Amazon freaks got killed, and then the Wonder Woman had a big statue, and then Batman got sad and scared, and then the Flash had a hot dog. And the big hammerhead shark wanted the Rubik's Cubes, and then he got the Rubik's Cubes, and then they wanted to not be scared, and so they put Superman in the pet cemetery.
Yeah.
And Red Guy ran, boom boom, Spider-Man punched a woman.
Let's back up.
And then Amy Adams kissed him, and he put on a flannel.
And that's how it ended.
That's how it ended.
That was a basic spoiler where, you know. That and Amy Schumer this time reprises her role as Darkseid, which I was really excited to see because personally I feel like she can really engulf herself in that role.
Yeah, I heard the
really
rumors
good
about it, but she really
it was
pulled
good
it
to
off.
see her in a role where she could really express her femininity.
Yeah. In a way no one else really can.
In a way where it was justifiable for us to gag.
So how is this film different than the original release?
Longer.
It was
better.
longer. It was better. Would you say it was better?
Yes.
Yes.
I concur.
Well,
I have to agree.
I don't know, because I never saw the first one.
Yeah, because you're an idiot.
Yeah, so...
Get out of here, you Marvel fanboy.
There are a few more characters
Oh, no.
in this one.
Okay.
A few more characters we never saw in the original.
Flash was in it. It's pretty hot.
He did put a hot dog in his pocket in slow motion.
Non-stop. If you want to get rid of low T, watch The Flash.
You didn't have to put that.
It's definitely a movie worth seeing. A lot of people are concerned because of its long run time. It's not worth sitting through, but as a matter of fact, it is. The payoff is worth it. If you've been waiting, as many of us have since 2017, for justice, justice.
Well, I get it, just...
Yeah.
I think my favorite part was when the Flash ran really fast.
Anyway, Henry Cavill doesn't have a CGI'd face this time.
One gripe I did have was there was probably 4 or 5 occasions of Henry Cavill's character, Superman, saying, "No, man, that's out of pocket." And it just didn't really feel...
It didn't feel like Superman.
Yeah, it didn't feel super.
Yeah, it was really weird. You would think Zack Snyder would take into account how much people hated the CGI lip and kind of get rid of it, but this time he, instead of having a Instead of having a CGI lip, he actually focused a lot of the money, because they had some leftover, on CGIing his penis. And it's really weird.
There was some continuity errors alongside with that. From scene to scene, his bulge would kind of fluctuate in size, which could have been a creative choice, but
or it could have been him getting excited.
I thought it was distracting, yeah.
But it's really weird. It's like, it kind of is, they say the seven, like the Justice League, the seven, there's 7 of them. However, in the whole movie, there's only 6, but it makes you wonder if Zack Snyder's artistic choice was the 7th one was Superman's penis.
So, Tanner, who is your favorite character in the film?
Personally, I think my favorite character was the owner of a pet shop that Barry Murray Allen was applying for.
Would you say that was your favorite scene as well?
No, my favorite scene was when Darkseid started killing all those tall Amazon hoes.
Okay.
Just killed all of them. Oh, and then the blonde, older one, she decided to close the temple so they couldn't get out, and killed probably 100 of her best soldiers for no reason, because those monkeys could fly.
Alright, Mitchell?
Favorite scene?
Favorite scene, favorite character, I don't know.
Honestly, it would be caught between Cyborg's dad exploding, and also, spoiler alert,
Spoiler alert about the other stuff.
Cyborg's dad blows up.
Yeah.
There's that. That would be one of my favorite scenes, and my second favorite scene would
Real quick, if I could cut in.
Yeah.
It's interesting how you put that as your favorite scene, seeing as there was actually no reason for him to blow up. It just kind of happened. It was spontaneous combustion.
They were in like the middle of like a dialogue going back and forth, and Cyborg's dad
He just popped.
He just blew up, and then it was. Then they just jumped to the next scene, and we never really found out why it happened, but yeah.
Martian hunter guy was there. Spoiler alert.
And it's really nice to see. It's really nice to see some new faces in this movie. Especially they had some risky choices they made. In it. When they chose Kevin James to play Green Lantern, I thought that was going to be really risky at first, but the payoff was really well.
One thing I didn't like it was him saying, "Get out my ball."
A lot of the times you weren't sure if it would work, because when he flew, it definitely looked like he was being carried by like a crane. But once he got going, he was like a wrecking ball. But there was some incidents on the set. They said a lot of CGI was related to making him look like he was floating, and they say some of that could do with the fact that some issues with health, but overall he was a great Green Lantern. They also had let me see.
Dan Aykroyd.
Dan Aykroyd was in it.
He just played himself. He didn't play anyone else.
He had a gun.
Yeah, it was crazy. There was a scene when you find out that Barry Allen, the Flash, his counterpart, Reverse Flash at the end of his big spoiler warning, Jonah Hill is going to play Reverse Flash. But the problem with that is they did have a lot of these shots filmed in 2016 as compared to now. So within about 30 seconds of dialogue, Jonah Hill loses 100 pounds.
But that's what you get with running and good dieting.
And Zach was able to play it off well, because Jonah Hill, to make up for it, they just have him randomly run around the world 3 times, and then the 100 pounds are gone. So that was pretty crazy. It definitely showed us how quick the Flash is and how quick Jonah Hill is. Yeah. Because with Kevin James, they actually couldn't CGI much of Jonah Hill. So they kind of just forced him to run around the world.
Yeah, and they had him do it in real time and then sped it up.
Jonah Hill said it was the most difficult role he's ever done.
Which is ironic because he rolled for about a quarter of it.
Half of it is him just sitting in a boat.
Yeah. He was running in the boat, but
Yeah.
his back was forward.
Zack Snyder had him at gunpoint.
Yeah.
But
Honestly unethical, but made for great cinema.
it was overall really good though.
What would you give it out of 13?
Out of 13, I'd probably have to give it probably a 12. A 12. I want to give it a 12 and a half. I am a diehard DC fan. However, I do think that at some points it was pretty obvious that they were lacking in the CG department. They were lacking in the CG department because at some points you could clearly see Kevin James's head kind of floating off his body, and then you realize it was just a barrel of hay.
In that 8-second scene of just his open butt crack.
Alright, Tanner, what would you rate it?
I'd give it out of 13. You said
Yeah.
probably 2 6s out of 13.
Okay. What does that add up to?
11.
Do I look like fucking Einstein?
Oh, okay, I'm sorry.
Techno.
I'm gonna have to give it 3 Dan Aykroyds.
That's based on height.
You know the
Yeah,
math.
yeah. You guys can figure it out.
It's not that hard.
So yeah, overall,
Simple arithmetic.
I think it's worth the 12 hours, and 10 of those hours are just the Reverse Flash.
So originally the movie was going to be about 19 hours because 17 of the hours are Jonah Hill trying to run. But they had to cut it out at the end because a lot of it.
Fun fact actually about that. The movie 1917 was actually footage taken from the original 19-hour film. 19-hour and 17-minute film. And they just had to scrap it, so they just edited it in post and turned him into a little skinny white boy.
Go watch 1917.
I give that movie 10 stars.
What's your review on 1917?
On 1917,
It's the full height Dan Aykroyd.
I would
I
give
would say
it,
so.
yeah, probably maybe even a running and jumping full height Dan Aykroyd.
Yeah.
Basically a perfect movie.
Like during high school's vertical. But yeah, going back to what is it?
Dark Knight Rises.
Jonah Hill Weight Watchers. Going back to that,
they're actually gonna use the unreleased footage to make a new show on HBO Max.
yeah.
Sopranos 2.
All right. Thank you for watching this review. We'll see you at some point in the future.
Hey, what's up? No, nothing, not doing it.
Oh my God, I'm looking for a sailor.
Oh my God, I'm looking for the sea.
Oh my God, I'm looking for a sailor.
Oh my God, ready to attack.
Who are you to realize that I'm no fancy human? Who are you to say?
Premonition.
Okay.
Alright.